Offer Creation 101, how to dominate your market, even in a competitive space. Now, in this video, what you're gonna learn is the difference between a product and an offer, because there's a differentiation. And most people, when they go into business, they think my product sells my product. If I have a good product, people will come, right? It's kind of like opening up a business, right? When you first open up a business, you think as soon as I put a store right here in this front of this place, people are gonna start coming to it. And the problem is that it doesn't happen. You still have to learn the marketing. You still have to learn the sales. You still have to learn how to like get your message out there to the world. But most people won't tell you that. So, and then they'll tell you, you know, you have to sell a product. But from what I've learned over the last couple of years, and from personal experience from some of the most elite marketers in the world, that the difference between businesses that go to the next level and businesses that stay stagnant is the difference between products and offers. Okay? And for you to kind of get an understanding about a product versus an offer, let's take an example, and I'm going to put this example pretty easily. The first time I learned about offers was when I was in an MLM company. It was a weight loss company, and everybody was selling the same exact thing. And so I thought to myself, like, everybody's selling the same weight loss thing. Why should they buy it from me? Is it because of my friends and family? When they can get the same thing from someone else that they probably like? Yes, but I had to figure out a way to differentiate myself. And that's probably right now. You're probably like selling the same thing as a lot of people, and you don't know how to differentiate yourself from the marketplace. So the first time I learned about this, I was selling an MLM product. And, you know, at the time I was like, crap, like I'm selling this. So what I did was kind of cool. We would do these home parties. We would do these parties at our house. And like my bait, most people say, come to this house party and learn about this particular product. And what I would do is like, hey, if you guys come on in, I'm going to actually give you a meal plan. Personally, I'm going to give you a meal plan. I'm going to show you how to use it if you come to my home party and learn more about this particular product. And, every week I would do that. And as soon as I started this MLM product, selling this MLM product, I became one of the top earners in that particular field within the first couple of days. In fact, I won a trip, like a vacation trip for 3 days or something, because I was one of the top earners in a time frame. But it was all because I created an offer. It was because I pitched something more juicy, more extravagant than what the product was doing. So let me put it another way. Okay, I'm gonna put it in a way that you can probably understand. Axe body spray, right? A product services maybe just like one or two things, like Axe body spray. What is it used for? It's to kind of help you like smell better, right? And they can only sell it for a certain price because that's competitive marketing. That's you're marketing based on the competition market. Okay, when you can differentiate yourself, you can offer whatever price you want to pay that you can get them to pay, because now you've created something unique that nobody else can create and no other person can compete with. Okay, and that's how I became the top earner in my MLM at the time, was because I could differentiate myself. I could do something that nobody else could do, and I gave something that nobody else would give. So that's typically how you would create an offer around a product. But I want to explain to you realistically what it looks like to have a product versus an offer, okay? And you've probably already seen this. So let's use the example Axe body spray. So Axe body spray was selling something like the spray, right? And they would market the spray, and then there was another spray that came out that kind of helped like competitively. You put it on Walmart and you're like side by side, you look at them and they're identical. However, this was cheaper. Why should I buy Axe body spray when the generic brand is cheaper and I can get the same result? Like I can get the same smell without having to pay the money, right? And so it's competition. So it's a race to the bottom. But when I learned about offers, and Axe body spray started doing this, okay? So think about Axe body spray. And if you haven't looked at this, what they started to transition over to is to packages. The complete like smell, like I don't know, like fragrance for men, right? The complete system for men. They started giving now deodorants. They started giving body spray, hair wash, body wash, all that stuff in a package to now where the value exceeded the price and they could charge more for the same exact thing. They just offered a little bit more things, but they actually created a product, an offer around that product. And so in the next couple of trainings, what we're gonna do is we're gonna teach you step by step how to do sell your stuff as an offer, how to create an invaluable source so that you can continue to charge more and more than everybody else and everybody loves you for it. Okay, so I want you to kind of take a second right now, and after this video, I want you to look at all the potential products that you can offer right now and think of all the things that you can do to create more value for it. What can you do to help sell this better? So for example, if you're selling meal plans, what if you can sell a meal plan and a coaching session with that meal plan to help you go to the next level, right? Or let's say you're selling insurance, right? What if you can sell the insurance, the car insurance, but also at the end of that, you come in every week to work with them to help them make sure that they're driving better. How much value is that? That's a little bit of time on your end, but it helps them stay with you longer. So now you've created an offer around a particular product. Okay, so in the next training videos, we're gonna kind of walk you through how to do that, but I want you to get your mind on the idea that you have to start creating offers instead of products. Stop selling products. Products is the old way. Products is the Walmart. You're not the Walmart, okay? As much as I would love to say you're Walmart, you're not. You don't have the capitalists. I mean, you don't have the capital. You don't have the people that are like dumping money into you to grow, okay? You cannot fight on price. You have to fight on value. You are in a direct response marketing realm, which means you put money in and you get money back. You're a bootstrap money maker, okay? So start thinking in terms of offers and not so much in terms of products. I'm gonna give you another example really quickly before we go on. One of my buddies, his name's David, right? David was selling a product that was only sold one time per year, okay? One time per year. That means he only gets one lump sum of money per year. And he could only sell it at a certain price because it was competitive. And so eventually they were going to go out of business. But David was smart. And so he figured out, okay, what's the next thing that someone needs? If he's selling taxes, what's the next thing that I can offer someone to help them? So what he started doing, he created a little pamphlet that once they purchased once they did their taxes with them, what would happen is he would upsell them, add more value to the customer, and he would say, you know, hey, what if we can come in, you know, you can come in anytime you want, talk about your taxes, how you can do, if you're in a new home, we can do a mortgage loan, whatever, you know, all those things that had to do with taxes. What was the next thing that most people would come into the business for? He offered it, and guess what? He started selling more of the same thing, but not more of the same thing, but essentially he started selling more of a new thing because they've scratched that itch and now they needed something to buy. Okay, so like it took a customer that was $300 to $500. And if you guys don't know now, there's only 3 ways. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more. And if you guys haven't watched the video before, but there's only 3 ways to grow a business. Number 1, you have to get more people to it, more customers to the business. You have to increase the price per customer, or you have to make them buy more frequently. Okay, those are only 3 ways. So what David did, he had plenty of leads, he had plenty of customers coming in. He needed the next step, which is helping them buy more stuff, charging more per customer. Okay, charging more per customer. So if you're charging $200, how can you get to $300 per customer? Okay, and if you get to enough people getting to 200, enough people at 300, how can you get them to pay 300 more times? Okay, and that's literally how you grow it. So if you hadn't watched the video before this, I talk about there's only 3 ways to grow and scale a company. And so in the next video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna break down like how to create offers that sell. Okay.